Ese. Todo el mundo con el pico de la Harley. Vos, ¿quién la ha matado? Tía. Va un poco largo. Coño.
Estoy empezando a aburrir, de verdad.
Ya no.
Bueno, pues yo me voy a poner un vídeo, pero silenciado.
Hombre, es que ahora mismo la gente está ahí jugando todo normal. Joder, tío, ¿quién es el gilipollas que ha puesto eso? Ahora mismo que está todo... Mira, cuando haya 20 y pico de personas ya se van a liar... Ya se va a estar bien.
Marco, ¿te crees que soy tonto?
Agregadamente. Mi rifle, tío. Tula de tu tía. Un momento, chaval. ¿Qué?
Ay, ya sé.
Javi dice Joselito que no pongamos chat de juego, de grupo. Y yo habla flojito que esté haciendo directo. O silencio. Vale, pues cállate. Te voy a silenciar, Joselito.
Don't even forget my point there. Nebby showing the power of the hunting rifle, showing up, catching two players on the outside. However, look in the bottom right-hand corner. A third player is now rotating by. So can Nebby get all of these resources and get out without getting engaged on them? Those are two monstrous shots. Got to feel confident there, and definitely not living up to his name. Plenty of luck going.
You think the words from my mouth, but Nebby with some an amazing aim there. Just getting what he needed to get started. However, someone who is not having amazing luck is Jadis right now. 134 effective HP. He's caught. They're off spawn on rotation. Now he is going into the orchard, which is allowing these campfires and the apples that drop in 5 HP per soon. He's going to be in a good spot. He's able to really farm up. But Jadis drops easy stack. And look at his medal count. With only 97. Coming out of Stevie with only 97 medal is not what he's used to. And this is definitely impacting his gameplay.
And it's going to be tough there. Also,
Que te tienes que poner chat del juego, ¿cómo te va a escuchar? Que no, entonces ¿cómo te puedo hablar si yo estoy de grupo?
Trying to catch out the FMCS invitational winner here. Dennis over on the side, and he does. He gets him real quick. That's the problem. Again, you talk about it, the hunting rifle on the side. If you're not ready for it, beat team and go right there. You get caught out farming. And honestly, I think it's a little bit on Dennis there. You don't want to be on the edge of the zone, caught gaining materials. Like, yes, you did just get in. You feel safe. You're back up at that 100 health, 100 shield threshold. But you have to know other players are rotating from that side and going to be behind you and spend. He's actually going to get grass there as he tries to rotate out. We're going to hop on over to a three-way fight going on over here.
Oh, and now already down to just 2 players. Controller getting into the boxes and getting the shots, being up 2 eliminations back to back. Luckin gonna fall there, and these are what you need to do in solos. You need to get into the box and you need to finish the elimination quickly. Because like you saw, if you come and you fight and you box fight and you build fight, and more people are gonna come and they're gonna realize that and you are going to fall. So very good play there from Controller.
So far, it's been the story of the third party. You hear players talk about it all the time, whether it's your friend or your favorite streamer. That third party is the extra player who comes in. So if you're taking a 1v1 and somebody else rotating by says, oh, you guys are preoccupied. First, we saw Nevi picking up the 2 shots there, then Controller closing it out with that epic tactical shotgun. Going to be on board here with Ovation Orion. We've seen him pull off a number of plays, but again, really good at kind of those Panther-style tactics, as you can see here. Trying to set up a little bit on this player who's rotating in front of him. You see the map in the bottom right-hand corner. That is the next storm zone revealed. So you can see we're pulling a little bit central. We're just kind of south of the authority, or just over the authority. A little bit of a southwestern side there. So most of the players will have time. The Slurpee Swamp players have tons of priority. And Storm Surge has just turned on something you might not be familiar with if you're watching there. So Storm Surge actually
Silencio.
activated when you're above a certain number of players left. That number of players for the third zone is 70. So with 83 players who are left, 32 will be impacted. What it does is those who haven't done enough damage to the opposing players will then take 25 damage every 10 seconds. Try and encourage a little bit of active play, which you see here.
Buah.
Ryan taking out Queasy. It's going to be Queasy.
Ha matado a Kexi,
Being demented right there before the rotation occurs, not picking up any points in that.
And what a smart play. He's been in different angles and didn't just crash right off the top. He knew he's a little bit expecting. Down an angle,
Está negro.
got the elimination. That also, the Storm Surge, it causes people to make plays like that. And Arion may have decided that, you know what, a couple tags are good, I'm good to go, move on. He put it pretty high up in the Storm Surge, but he didn't want to take the chance. He wanted to make sure he was above at least 100
Ahí, coño.
on the threshold. So he decided, I gotta go in, I gotta get in the box because
Hola.
no one's gonna let you even look at them. They're gonna be sitting in their boxes, they're gonna sit there and wait. And not
Que está aquí si quieres ver la FNSS.
because they know, hey, that guy's getting hit by a big purple lightning bolt. We can't.
No, pero yo me aburro.
All of a sudden, Phoenix is actually going in, but maybe a little bit of a miss.
Mucho.
Eliminated.
No, no, es uno que se ha metido en la partida. En el directo.
Possibly one for box fight there.
¿Qué?
Look at the loadout.
Que es uno que se ha metido en el directo.
Vale, vale.
Plenty of shield, so Phoenix
Comenta ahí, te saludo.
go in and create some space, but Teal punishing very succinctly there. Now we swim on board. Vaughn
Y pisar la gente que se engancha, tío, con la cancha.
all
Psa.
directly on top of each other. They become legends. Nas has played incredibly well. Clement also joining in on the party, and this is what we talk about, that Storm Surge. All the players who below, Nas being one of them, are going to be forced to find tags. That damage is going to start coming through. He's going to need to convert on it, and he converts brilliantly there, picking up Supremacy's Clement in #1 elimination, and also closing in on that first placement threshold.
It was such a beautiful play by Anas because he knew Clement had that push. He said, you know what, he's been going for the pick
Este negro.
little mark there, and that will represent 1 point every single time as they go through. Additionally, you're worried about them picking up placement. In this format, the first one occurs after 25 players have gone down, then the next one occurs after 50 players have gone down, and it's every 10 and 5 players. So when somebody ends up falling 41st or 31st or 26th, that's a huge changeover. But now we're in the middle part of the game as everyone's rotating through. What they're looking to do is establish space for themselves, make sure they're safe, and then find tags so they're not threatened by that storm surge that we were talking about ahead of time. Because now we hop on board here. MCS next Squeezy, who is placed in top 25 in 78% of his games since FNCS.
Siento.
And that's something that plays really aggressive in the early and the mid game. If he gets caught out, he's able to convert. He's had some of the highest elimination totals throughout the entirety of the FNCS.
And I was going to say, I'm surprised he's not going into this player's box. It's literally fishing in front of him. Someone else tried it, and he's waiting. You can tell he wants to get into this box. As soon as he sees that player to make moves into the other box, or maybe he finds out exactly where they are, he wants to go in. But he's got Letwith right above him, so you can tell he's being a little bit more cautious this time around. In the heat of the qualifiers, he knew he had a little bit of leeway after that great performance that he had. He was able to play a little bit more aggressive and still get top 25, which is insanely impressive. Now, the biggest impact of the game right now is going to be this hit shockwave launcher in Thomas HG's inventory. He's already gotten elimination because of it. He's also already near the next zone. He doesn't have to rotate very far, which is really good for him because he only has 94 materials.
He only has 94 materials, and he's right by the priority and high zone. This is the 4th zone, the last safe zone.
Marco,
¿Qué?
Inside the current safe zone.
yo voy a pasarse de grupo.
Be the half in, half out, kind of signals the transition into the end game as Thomas
No.
ends Sebi's game there. He's going to be sent back and out to queue up after that, and Thomas hits him with a favorite emote. Hey, if you got that emote and you're in Party Royale, mimic it right now. Let Thomas know you're with him and sending him the aid because he has a really good shot to ride this game out with where he's positioned. Because after the 4th zone, you don't want to head super central. So
Creo que esta es la primera partida de la FNCS, ¿eh?
pulls to the south.
Fue la segunda porque la gente tiene muy pocos puntos, tiene 3 puntos. 5.
Plus the mythic charge shotgun.
Así que, pues, no sé.
To force him out of a priority position. He's going to be somebody to watch over the course of this game. Who's going to impact the other players around him.
He's already doing that just with his AR. He impacted Sebi. He's going to take down passive. And this is very, very good for him because he doesn't have to go too aggressive to get these eliminations. They're kind of being handed to him here as he's just taking it.
Marco?
Eh.
Looking at every possible angle and getting eliminations. And speaking of that, Mr. Savage going to pick up eliminations.
Y a Natalia tiene el chihuahua medio tieso, hija de puta.
You can see
¿Qué baño?
that action kind of being driven as players are forced to rotate in and start to get priority position. It's not
Casillo.
just about being safe here.
No sé.
Establishing yourself for the next rotation because that half in, half out is so important in terms of priority. But right now, Reason is 5 below the damage threshold. So once this zone clears, he'll start ticking. You want to keep an eye on the top left and then the bottom right hand corner. That number will need to drop down to 50 players before Storm Surge turns on.
Coño.
He'll start taking that 25 damage every 10 seconds. And Reason just able to get himself above it with a nice tag there. He's starting to get aggressive. We talked about the utility of the crash pads. We saw it in the package beforehand in Ball and Child. We talked about how good he can be aggressive on the low ground. And he gets ET there, which is a huge elimination as well because he pulled that half in, half out zone we talked about. Everyone who banked on it being up on the high ground saying, hey, if it pulls up here, I can win the game. Well, they were wrong. It pulled away from them, and they'll be the ones who have to rotate as we hit top 50, meaning Storm Surge turns off, second round of placement points goes through, and everyone is going to be rotating.
And you saw Savage just waiting with that edit open. He was looking for any possible angle to pick up an elimination. Lois as well. He's kind of fashioned himself a little bit of a base here that's got these pyramids edited in a nice way so he can see down on players rotating. And this is where you want to be. If you do pull half in, half out, you want to be looking for players. You don't want to be exposed because obviously you can get sniped like your Lois might do here. Some people, Mongrel picks up an elimination as well, so he's still here in this game. There's no fighting as well as Lois is trying to snipe somebody out of the sky and was not able to hit it, but a valiant effort.
Valiant effort, but Legends rifle, picks up Benji fishing. Deceptos ends up getting Skype as well, going down there. Legend picking up Skylar, but we're still on board here with Quartz Froggy. We saw how much work he can do on the mid-ground tarp here, and he's continuing to run through with that charge shotgun. Picks up Scouts as well, and we're into another placement threshold. So this is what happens as we start getting in the moving circles. All the action for us, so keep an eye. Lois all the way up on the high ground. Kiko has priority on the low ground, and then everyone else in the tarp in between. But Hen and Reason are still up on the mid tarp.
I think Lois was able to pick up that shockwave launch from what it looked like. He may have used the crash pad to take it, but Mongrel leaving going to fall there on the backside. Rezon still in this game, getting eliminations hit. Thing on 4, crash pad will come out here for hit. He does have a lot of materials left. Carrot picking up 3 eliminations there on the backside. As shots come through onto hit, he is going to be able to block it off. And the capitalization there on the Stacey will be good as he realized already losing HP. Kensel going to take down a player there as well. A Nos going to fall. Lois does have what it seems like a crash pad maintain high ground, but Bad Sniper coming up. Deceptor's coming up as well. Everybody is coming up for high ground. Rezon just trying to make it through.
Everyone pushing for the high ground right now, but not necessarily paying attention to what's going down the low ground where people are cleaning up on eliminations.
Marco, en el otro sitio hay otra pantalla más grande.
Da igual.
Y mejor.
Down on that low ground with Reason just above them. Froggy waiting for his opportunity, but keep an eye on the number of builds because we're getting down to the final one. Flo is going to pick up an elimination there. He's doing a really good job at just maintaining that high ground control as we're closing in on our top 5. One more player will go down, and then it's all about getting them top 3. Boom, we have it. Letwick, Bad Sniper, Froggy, and Flois, top 5 in game number 1.
And Lois looking to close out 4 eliminations, but Froggy down below, you cannot count it out yet. He is right there. If he takes down Lois from below, that'll be so huge for him because he will get that shockwave launcher, get that mat refresh. Letwick's very, very low. More likely going to be edited down. Shots come through, but no, Lois going to be able to take it down. Froggy gets down hit. In the meantime, 1v1, Froggy versus Lois. The shockwave launcher up above. Froggy trying to dodge him. Lois sending him down. He's trying to, but he's running out of match. 15 builds remaining, and Froggy does not look like he's stopping anytime soon. Going out in the zone, taking some damage. Going to shockwave himself down. Little Beach classic. Shotgun does come through. The shockwave is going to send up flying. Shots come through. Lois is going to get the beam, and he takes down Froggy for the victory royale.
Really, really good job from Flois executing on the top-down push with the mythic weaponry, but more importantly, showing the versatility of that shockwave launcher, launching himself down and then finding a gap to launch the opponent out, tracking him, and picking it up with the AR. Match number 1 is done. Fury Flois taking home the victory.
Madre mía, qué otaku.
Shakes out. We're going to toss it back on over. Seek Child Ball.
Strong start here in EU, really coming out nice and slow. Flois finding himself a victory royale. Guys, this final fight between Frog and Flois, both players walk into that 1v1, 5 eliminations. The Elim and the victory royale is going to have 4-point swing. This is gonna be a good tone setting for the rest of the competition.
We saw it in every region, right? 1 point matters. That's a 4-point difference for that win and Elim. The coolest thing though to me was the versatility for Flois and how he was playing every single engagement differently and using his entire kit to be able to play the first overall in Europe right now. 6 eliminations, 20 points, and that victory royale.
Yeah, but there's also other people lurking near too. And with only the first game, don't forget there's 6. People are starting to establish themselves. I see Hen in 3rd place right now with 15 points, a sign that he could actually be on that hot streak. Hen, a very hot and cold player. Letwick, though, played significantly well yesterday, and he's there again in towards the top placements, and also with a couple elims to put himself in 4th place, but Kimsel too. And then the rest of this, I think, is kind of maybe a little different than what we might expect him towards the end of the day. You have Carrie, you had Deceptos, you had a Nas. I mean, there are some of these guys who have the potential to win for sure, but I don't know if that's quite it yet.
Yeah, I think at the top, I mean, obviously this is such a strong start. 20 points for the
Mongrel el 20.
off the line.
Voy a llamarlo.
Needs to take that next step and turn this
¿Quién?
into one sprint.
Mongrel.
And is this the momentum?
Madre mía. Pero Mongrel.
For all the people over here, that's the same.
Coño, Mongrel.
You haven't seen
Mongrel, coño.
eliminations of the total overall over the 6 games of play.
Madre mía, Mongrel.
That's a combination
Más malo.
and Elims these guys have. So let's see. Got 5 points placement that game in 22nd place and 2 eliminations.
Pero si Benji no... Benji, ¿qué puesto iba? Que yo estaba jugando al Subway Surfer.
So what people might have been expecting the plan, Zeke, you talked earlier about how these guys
Ni idea. Yo estaba viendo YouTube.
it shifts a little bit in grand finals.
Ah, yo tengo todas las skins en su Subway Surfer.
Mind a little bit of each other.
Porque lo tienes hackeado, ¿no?
You might not be comfortable.
No. Porque yo me puse el juego entero. Yo llevaba jugando desde hace un montón de tiempo. Y me vicié. ¿Y sabes cuántas monedas me sobran?
¿Cuántas?
11.000.
Cuidado, yo tengo 19.000.
Cuidado, yo tengo todas las skins. Cuidado.
Hasta el Prince K
Todo, todo.
y hasta el negro que vale 1.000.000, ¿no?
Espérate un momento. ¿El Subway Surfer cuál es? ¿El del tobogán?
No.
Entonces, ¿cuál es?
El de los trenes.
Ah, el de los trenes. Coño, es que el nombre yo no me lo sé. Yo tengo ninja.
Pues entonces no diga que tiene todas las skins.
Porque yo estaba pensando en otro juego. Que ahí sí que tengo todas las skins. Y yo de dinero tengo... No sé. Tengo ninja blanco, que eso vale. A ver, tengo 12.000. Y mi récord es 204.000. No sé qué, no sé cuánto.
Vaya poco.
Y comparado con el tuyo, ¿cuál es el tuyo?
400.000 y pico.
¿O te vicia?
¿Y los Benji Fichi? Aquí está Benji Fichi. ¡Ah!
¿Ya te han quitado? Aquí con los panas.
Me den con todo lo que tengo y también quieren verse así.
Subimos de 0 a 100 y después pasamos a los 1000.
And this is kind of like talking about the quality of the players we're seeing, right? Like, yes, of course, we have mythic items to play around, but for someone like Lois, it's like if he's gonna walk up and he's gonna take a fight and
Bueno, chavales, espero que os haya gustado aquí la FNSS, por decirlo.
La mierda esta, tío.
Y pues bueno, creo que ya están hablando nada más de cómo ha ido y esas cosas. Y bueno, pues voy a hacer este contrarreloj. Y pues LOL. Pues espero que haya gustado. Voy a hacerme este contrarreloj y termino un directo. LOL.
¿Todo flipado?
Adiós.